Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Our first news is Liverpool handed Ibrahima Konate boost as Adam Wharton transfer plan emerges. Latest Liverpool transfer news and gossip with updates on Ibrahima Konate's future and Crystal Palace midfielder Adam Wharton. Liverpool had a busy end to the summer transfer window, and already there is speculation about what could happen in the new year. In total, the Reds made 8 new additions to their squad as they aim to defend their Premier League title this term. Arne Slot and company have 3 wins from their first 3 Premier League fixtures this season and are the only club with a 100% record so far. Liverpool will continue their title defense when they travel to face Burnley on Sunday. The January transfer window is still 4 months away, and already there are rumors about what business Liverpool may conduct. It remains to be seen what players, if any, the Reds may try to sign, but that is not stopping the rumor mill from swirling months in advance. Here, the Echo takes a look at some of the latest Liverpool transfer news and gossip that has emerged over the last 24 hours. Liverpool have been handed a boost in their hopes of extending Ibrahima Konate's contract. TBR Football have reported that the Reds have held talks with the France International's representatives in recent days with a view to reaching an agreement over an extension. It has been claimed that there is now confidence from Liverpool that they can agree a deal with Konate to sign an extension beyond his current terms. Konate's current deal is set to expire at the end of the season, and the defender has been heavily linked with a move to Real Madrid. Adam Wharton update. Liverpool may face extra competition for the signing of Crystal Palace star Adam Wharton in the future. The Athletic have reported that Real Madrid have the England international on their radar heading into 2026. Madrid are reportedly looking to sign a new midfielder, with Wharton a player of interest, along with Guehi Snubs of AZ Alkmaar. Liverpool have been regularly linked with a move for Wharton in recent transfer windows, but it remains to be seen if the interest is genuine up to this point. Stay tuned for all the latest Liverpool FC breaking news, transfers, and updates from Anfield. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more Liverpool news daily. Our second news is Liverpool news. Hugo Ekitike gives Alexander Isak verdict as transfer statement issued. Liverpool went into the international break with 3 wins from 3 to begin their Premier League title defence, having also backed manager Arne Slot with a huge transfer window that saw more than £400 million spent. For Liverpool, it's a case of, so far, so good as far as their start to the season is concerned. They've won all 3 of their first Premier League games heading into the international break, and boss Arne Slot should be very satisfied. They also had a very pleasing summer transfer window after splashing out more than £400 million on a number of high-profile players, including Hugo Ekitike, Alexander Isak and Florian Wirtz, which should give them a huge advantage over their rivals. Liverpool went into the break off the back of a crucial 1-0 win over title rivals Arsenal and are preparing to resume their campaign away at Burnley on September 14th. Slot will be hoping all his players return in good shape as the Reds gear up for a big campaign that includes a Champions League campaign kicking off later this month. Mirror Football has taken a look through some of the biggest Liverpool stories and gossip. Ekitike was one of Liverpool's big buys in the window as he arrived for around £79 million from Eintracht Frankfurt, and he's already enjoyed a superb start to the season. The Frenchman has 2 goals and 1 assist so far from 3 games after quickly settling into life at Anfield, but the arrival of Isak has suddenly put his position under threat. Isak is expected to be the first-choice centre-forward under Slot this season, especially after the club forked out £125 million to prize him from Newcastle, which could either limit Ekitike's opportunities or force him to play on the wing, but Ekitike is not deterred by Isak's arrival, which he says is a pleasure, because it will be fun to compete with top players. He admitted it would be tough competing with the Sweden star, but he is confident it will bring out the best in the group as they bid to retain their title. It's fun, he said, as reported by the Liverpool Echo. When you play for the best teams, you expect to be competing with the best players. Isak is a player I've watched too, so seeing him arrive is a pleasure. It's going to be tough competition, but I'm going to focus on performing well so that it's a problem for the manager. Bayern make Liverpool jibe over Wirtz deal. Alongside Isak and Ekitike, Florian Wirtz was another big-money signing at Anfield this summer after Liverpool agreed a £116.5 million deal with Bayer Leverkusen for the talented playmaker. Wirtz initially looked set to join rival Bayern Munich after they watched him dazzle with 10 goals and 12 assists last season, before Liverpool emerged as the favourites. Stay tuned for all the latest Liverpool FC breaking news, transfers, and updates from Anfield. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more Liverpool news. Our third news is Liverpool rule out winter move for Marc Guehi, player prefers Real Madrid over Barcelona. Liverpool have decided against pursuing Marc Guehi in January. The 25-year-old defender favors a move to Real Madrid over Barcelona. According to The Times, Liverpool won't be making a move to sign Marc Guehi when the transfer window reopens in January. Having failed to secure his services this summer, the Reds are only interested in a free transfer next summer. Guehi has not looked back since joining the Eagles from Chelsea back in 2021. The English international has established himself as one of their mainstays, and he is a constant feature in the English national team. The Englishman's impressive performances have put him on the radar of multiple top clubs. And since Marc Guehi has entered the final year of his deal at Selhurst Park, his future has been a massive talking point. Liverpool were on the verge of signing the 25-year-old in the recently concluded transfer window. The Merseyside club's chief, Richard Hughes, informed Stephen Parish of their £35 million valuation after their Community Shield clash at the start of August. The Reds then went ahead and submitted an offer a few days prior to the deadline. The Premier League champions managed to get the green light from Crystal Palace, and since they already had an agreement with Marc Guehi, the transfer was considered a done deal. However, Crystal Palace chairman Parish pulled the plug at the 11th hour after they failed to secure an ideal replacement. The player had already undergone a medical. As a result, the Eagles' decision left Guehi as well as Liverpool frustrated. Liverpool won't return for Marc Guehi in January. While Liverpool can sign the Englishman for an even lower fee in the winter, they are no longer willing to pay anything for a player who will be available for free next summer. Guehi is unlikely to sign a new deal at Crystal Palace, and since Liverpool have enough quality and depth at the back, they are ready to wait until the end of the season. However, their decision could backfire. Multiple top clubs have not entered the race for his signature. Spanish giants Barcelona and Real Madrid are both interested in a potential free transfer. They are well aware of Marc Guehi's quality and would love to have him in their squad ahead of next season. Guehi could end up joining Real Madrid. While both Barcelona and Real Madrid are keen on signing Guehi, he prefers joining Los Blancos, as per a report from Defensa Central. The 25-year-old English international has informed people close to him that if a move to Liverpool does not work out, he would prefer joining the Madrid-based outfit. Juni Calafat and other key members at the club are aware of it. The Reds see him as an ideal replacement for Ibrahima Konate, but if he ends up renewing, the Merseyside club might even decide against signing the 25-year-old. Stay tuned for all the latest Liverpool FC breaking news. Our fourth news is, wasn't good, former Southampton CEO, embarrassed, about handling of Virgil van Dijk to Liverpool transfer. The former Southampton chief executive has discussed selling Virgil van Dijk to Liverpool for £75 million. The former chief executive of Southampton has admitted it was wrong that the club did not sell Virgil van Dijk to Liverpool sooner. The Reds signed the centre-back for a fee of £75 million in January 2018, a record fee at the time. However, Liverpool had been in pursuit of Van Dijk in the previous transfer window and were forced to issue a public apology to Southampton over any misunderstanding. The Saints had considered reporting the Reds to the Premier League over an alleged illegal approach. However, Van Dijk would make the move to Anfield where he has established himself as a club legend. His arrival was transformational for the defence and he played a key role to restore Liverpool to the pinnacle of European football. The Netherlands international has won 7 major trophies on Merseyside, including the Champions League and a second Premier League title last season. He was appointed captain after Jordan Henderson's exit in July 2023 and penned a new 2-year contract in April. Martin Senners, who was Southampton's CEO at the time, admitted that the South Coast outfit were not impressed by how Liverpool initially handled the deal. But he suggested that the Saints kept hold of Van Dijk for too long as his performances were not as good as previously, despite still being their best player. Speaking on TalkSport, Seaman said, "Virgil van Dijk was a different one for us. We were prepared to treat him in a different way and said you can't go. It didn't work well for us. We didn't get him back on our side. Virgil was fantastic, he trained at 75%, and played at 75%, and was still the best player in team, if not the league. He didn't cause us any problems, didn't say a bad word to anyone, but he wanted to go and it wasn't effective for us to keep the player that we kept him until January. It wasn't good for the squad or the environment, but Virgil didn't say one negative word to anybody. We felt, at the time, we could get more if he stayed. He'd had a bad injury, he was out for 6 to 9 months and we felt that he owed us, which is embarrassing when I think back to it. There was also some contact from Liverpool we didn't love at the time. He had already met Klopp before he told us, but in the end, he did a very good job for us and we sold him for a good price." Van Dijk sets out ambitions. Liverpool are currently top of the Premier League after winning their opening 3 games of the 2025-26 season. Van Dijk is hoping that the Reds can defend the title for the first time since 1984, as well as harboring ambitions of claiming the Champions League. Stay tuned for all the latest Liverpool FC breaking news, transfers, and updates from Anfield. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more Liverpool. Our 5th news is Hugo Ekitike makes feelings clear on Liverpool signing Alexander Isak. It's a problem. Liverpool forward Hugo Ekitike has broken his silence on the signing of Alexander Isak, with the Frenchman saying it was a pleasure to see the Swede join the club. Hugo Ekitike has expressed his delight at the arrival of Alexander Isak at Liverpool, stating it was a pleasure to see him join on deadline day. The France striker is looking forward to the stiff competition for places and hopes to continue his strong start to the season, leaving manager Arne Slot with a selection headache. Liverpool secured Ekitike's services from Eintracht Frankfurt in a deal that could potentially reach £79 million. The 23-year-old hitman, who joined in July, has been Slot's go-to striker, netting in 3 out of his first 4 competitive matches for the Reds. All while Liverpool were also chasing Isak, eventually landing him in a record-breaking £125 million deal on deadline day last week. Isak will need time to regain match fitness before Slot can make any final decisions. However, given his proven goal-scoring prowess in the Premier League, many expect the Sweden star to become Slot's preferred striker. This could result in Ekitike being relegated to the bench, but when asked about this by the French press, Ekitike insisted he's ready to compete with his new teammate, reports the Liverpool Echo. It's fun. When you play for the best teams, you expect to be competing with the best players. Isak is a player I've watched too, so seeing him arrive is a pleasure, Ekitike said. It's going to be tough competition, but I'm going to focus on performing well so that it's a problem for the manager. Currently awaiting confirmation on whether he'll earn his maiden senior start for France against Iceland on Tuesday, Ekitike has previously confessed he'd be willing to switch positions at Liverpool to make room for another striker's arrival. With the left wing identified as his potential new home, that would spell trouble for Cody Gakpo. The Netherlands international has similarly featured in all 4 Reds fixtures this campaign in that position, netting once and providing 2 assists. Ekitike also revealed to French journalists how he's relishing the heightened pressure and attention that accompanies representing the defending Premier League champions. Obviously my life has changed, the summer acquisition revealed. It's a big move and I'm watched 1,000 times more, but I'm taking it positively, it's really good. It's the position I wanted to be in. When you have this kind of standard, you have to show that you belong here and you have to continue to perform. But it's a position that I like and that I want to keep. Stay tuned for all the latest Liverpool FC breaking news, transfers, and updates from Anfield. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more Liverpool news daily. Our last news is Premier League clubs issued strict warning after Alexander Isak sets a precedent. Newcastle United have been at the centre of transfer chaos this summer, with £125 million Alexander Isak downing tools to force a move to Liverpool and his replacement, Yoane Wissa, forcing his way out of Brentford before a £50 million switch. Newcastle United legend Les Ferdinand has told Alexander Isak he has plunged the future of Premier League transfers into complete chaos after downing tools at St James Park this summer. The former England and Queen's Park Rangers star was irked by Isak's attitude as he forced a £125 million move to Liverpool to double his money to £300,000 per week by refusing to play or train in pre-season. Ferdinand feels that Isak's replacement Yoane Wissa was influenced by Isak's very public strike, with Brentford eventually forced to sell the DR Congo striker to Newcastle £4.50m. Ferdinand said, "The way it has happened, everybody is talking about what's next for other players in future windows. Alex has set a precedent now, the way players may go about things. I'm not just having a go at Alexander Isak, Yoane Wissa is included in that as well. People are going to look at contracts now and say, what are they actually worth? If a player can down tools. You have players who are on 6-year or 7-year deals, if you can down tools and say, I ain't playing for you anymore, I want to move. In that case, contracts mean nothing." Ferdinand made huge transfer moves himself as a player when leaving QPR for Newcastle in 1995 for £6 million before signing for Tottenham Hotspur 2 years later. Ferdinand said, "I can 100% see why Isak wanted Liverpool. The analogy is Newcastle are building the tower still, Liverpool's tower is already built and they are putting in the soft furnishing. Liverpool won the league last year and they look a strong outfit and want to add to what they've won. Historically, they are a fantastic club, and Isak will double his money. So all the incentives are there for him as a player, and I totally get it from a player point of view. I just don't like the way he went about it. There are ways to do things and he could have still had the outcome he wanted, he could have left Newcastle a hero still. But the way he went about it rankles. Wissa comes in with the immediate pressure of adding fire to Eddie Howe's attack, and Ferdinand feels he is more than capable." Ferdinand said, "Wissa is of an age now where he is ready to take on the number 9 shirt. Wissa has had a couple of good years now in the Premier League with Brentford scoring goals. Okay, perhaps he is not the traditional centre-forward or number 9 you would think about wearing the number 9 for Newcastle, but I am sure he will go there and thrive. I am still of the opinion that I am not sure I liked the way he went about things. The same way I didn't like the way Isak went about things, but that is by the by now." Thanks for watching. That's all for today's transfer update. But the transfer window never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest Liverpool FC transfer news, rumours, and confirmed deals. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update, because at LFC Transfer HQ, you'll never walk alone.